My name is Blake Everhart. I'm from the Indiana Migrant Education Department. So we service students in Indiana statewide using technology initiatives. So obviously we leverage YouTube a lot to do any type of explanation or depth of knowledge type of training. We also use this for our teachers. So technology tools that we want the teachers to use in the classroom, we create videos and we upload them to YouTube. In this session, we'll talk about how to leverage your YouTube as far as organizing the videos that we watch and we show kids. And then we'll talk about some of the resources that are available to us that we can leverage with our kids with that video that we show them. And then we'll talk about also, if we're in the creation process, some helpful hints to help us get there, okay? So throughout the slideshow, you'll see links to slides. Feel free to grab that QR code. But the first thing I want to talk about extensions. Extensions, if you use the Chrome browser in extensions, the YT Fulfill extension is really beneficial. The reason why it's beneficial is you can take your video that shows up in this format, click the Chrome extension YT Fulfill, and it automatically makes it full screen. So what it does is it takes off all the jargon that's on these sides that can be really offensive to some of our students or inappropriate. So YT Fulfill is one of those extensions that's pretty nice. The other one that I really use is turn off the lights. And basically what it does is it puts a little indicator up here. So anytime I watch a YouTube video, I can click it. And what it will do is actually change and black out everything around the video. I can make this any color I want. So if I have visually impaired students for different colors, I can change that background color. But notice I don't have the inappropriate advertisements. I don't have the next guess of which video is up here. So turn out the lights is another great Chrome extension. And now as we start to get in here, it's like, how many of you have a YouTube channel? Awesome, right? And if you advertise that to your kids, especially like elementary, they're like, you're the coolest person in the world because you have a YouTube channel. I know my 9-year-old daughter is like, yes, I love YouTube, and I follow your channel. I don't put anything out there that's of interest to her. I'm not braiding hair or doing toy reviews, right? But just because you have a channel, they seem to think you're someone different, right? And so the nice thing about having your YouTube channel is to be able to create your playlist. So here are some of the top channels I like to subscribe to. Alice Killey has lots of good math, a lot of Google Sheets implementation, some Google ideas. Soul Pancake is our Kid President. So we've seen the Kid President videos, right? So Soul Pancake is a channel that I would recommend follow. I like the updates of that. TED Ed, and then Veritasium, if you do like any types of science or fun experiments, this is a really good channel to watch because they really do some things that, like blowing things up, things that especially boys like to do that you probably couldn't do in the classroom, but you can actually see those live demos. We can subscribe to channels is when we search for a video and we find one that we like, and we typically can see who the YouTube channel is. For instance, I found this video about Pop Rocks and a soda challenge, which I can leverage in my science classroom, right? And we can do a hypothesis, what's gonna happen analysis, okay? And if I like this YouTube channel, I can actually subscribe to it. When I subscribe to it, it'll give me an update every time that YouTube channel has a new video available. So every time Soul Pancake has a new video, I get it. Now, the good and the bad with Soul Pancake is that not only do they do Kid President, is they do other lines of YouTube videos as well that are not really educationally appropriate. They're not inappropriate, they're just not relevant to what I want. But I will get the notification every time that Kid President video comes up, a new one comes up. We're talking about creating our channel. Typically this is very easy. A lot of people don't know that if you have a Gmail account, you actually have a YouTube account that you can create to a YouTube channel really quickly. Basically all you do is go to youtube.com and you're signed in, and you know that you're signed in because right here is your profile picture, or when you click it, you have your name, right? If we just hit the settings and create channel, voila, you have your YouTube channel set up. The reason that is beneficial is because when we subscribe, we automatically get those updates, okay? So the other powerful thing is, how many of us show videos every single day? Well, not every single day, lots of times, right? So there's some cool things that I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna talk about playlists here in a second, but the setting privacy is something I show because a lot of my teachers, especially in the beginning of creating their own YouTube, are like, I don't want everyone to see everything. We can secure that. So if whether I'm creating content or I'm creating a playlist. And a playlist we'll talk about in a second, but I can make my playlist private, or I can make them open where someone else can search my own playlist. And when I'm talking about playlists, I'm talking about being able to take my videos and organize them. For instance, this is a search of a video, and I've taken a screenshot and I've cut off the video. This is the actual video playing up here. Okay, so I've Googled Googly Goodness is the video I was watching. And if I scroll below the video, I have my subscribe button where I can subscribe, but I can hit the add to, the little plus button, and I can create a new playlist. Notice my new playlist comes up over here. So when I would click on this library playlist, all of the videos that relate to that will display. So I can then organize my classroom based on my curriculum, based on my standard, based on my units, okay? Remember when we talked about sharing and like having privacy settings? Well, if I work at a grade level, I can share this playlist with other teachers in my grade level that can also use it and or add to it if I allow them to. So if I'm doing a unit over 6 weeks, I don't have to be the one that finds all the content. I can leverage the other teachers that are doing that as well to add day 2's video in there. So being able to leverage your playlist, the nice thing is it shows up in your library. So you have to create your YouTube channel before your library will display. Once you create it, then you're good to go, okay? Creator Studio is built in to YouTube, okay? Creator Studio, to me, is a very easy way of editing video. The reason I like it is I don't like to import my videos into iMovie or into other programs. I'm not putting a lot of effort into creating things, okay? I just want to be able to trim my video, and I want to be able to add text, and maybe have some different emphasis points throughout. The nice thing about Creator Studio is that literally I take my video, so I'll have a display of all of my videos from my YouTube channel that I've uploaded. So let's say that we're doing this presentation right here, and we video record the whole thing. It's like I want to cut this piece out, this piece out, this piece out. Okay? So I have a 20-minute, this is not going to take 20 minutes, but I've had a 20-minute video. I have it in my YouTube channel. I upload the whole thing. I don't want my kids to watch 20 minutes of video straight, right? We know that, right? That's not engaging. We lose their attention, all those types of things that research shows. So I can cut it. So all I do is drag it into my Creator Studio project, and I just drag the in to where I want to cut it. The cool thing is let's say that I like the first 2 minutes and I like the middle 3 minutes, and that's it. All I do is cut to 2, I drag the video back down the whole 20-minute, and I drag my little trimmers, and then bam, now I have my 5-minute video. Very easy. I can also just add text real quickly as an overlay. Automatically, as soon as I hit done, it's in my YouTube channel. I can apply it to a playlist if I want to, but I don't have to, okay? And that's a little more further out there. Now, this is just an example of kind of what it looks like. Here's just one sample of what happens. So I brought the video in, I've already trimmed it, and what I want to do is add a note. So I can say, boom, at this point in the video, this note's going to pop up. Now, I can make this note a hyperlink, for example. So if I get to a point in this video that I don't know what's going on, right? As a student, I don't know what you're trying to teach me. As a teacher, I can put a link to a resource to basically remediate that and then come back to it, okay? Or I can just make it text and I can just have it overlay, and I can set how long that will display on the video, okay? It's very easy. Right here's how long it'll last. Some YouTube videos, you can't bring in all YouTube videos, only the Creative Commons videos can you bring in and edit. But all of your own created videos, you can edit. So any video you created, you uploaded to YouTube, you can edit all of your own. So when we talked about privacy earlier, anytime I upload a video, currently right now when I upload a video, it's automatically private. No one can see it. I then want to upload it, I can check whether I want to make it, if I want to keep it private or not. I can then go edit it and decide if I want to keep it private or not. So everything you do in YouTube, you can individually attach that privacy setting to it or not, okay? As we talk about creating footage, YouTube Capture is actually one of the apps that I really like. The reason I like it especially when I get into leveraging it with kids in the elementary level, is that when I take the video footage in the app, basically I turn on the app and I record. Once it's done, I get this yellow line around my clip. And I can automatically trim it just by taking my finger and dragging it, just like we just discussed with Creator Studio. I can add music, what have you, onto it, and automatically uploads to my YouTube channel because I'm signed into the app. Okay, so really neat app, very intuitive to use. A couple resources that I leverage with our students, and I use this twofold. This is called Video Notes. I don't know if you've seen this before, but it's really neat. So here I put in my YouTube video. Okay, this is a video that I want my kids to watch. Or I'm gonna give them some remediation as they watch it. So watch the video. Throughout the video, we make notes. As we make the note, it also puts a timestamp. So I can come back and refer to that note, and it'll actually take me directly back to that point in the video automatically. I can export this back out to my Google Drive or to Evernote, other applications you use. Okay? So from the teaching standpoint, if I have a student that's absent, that I need them to understand concepts of a video I'm showing, I can create the notes, and as they watch it, they will see, hey, this point of emphasis is right here. We have to pay attention to this. The next one is Ed Puzzle. This is pretty dynamic. The reason I like the Ed Puzzle one is because the same thing. I still add my YouTube video. Okay? You notice down here, I've already created and set this up. But what this does, as it's playing, you see that little yellow kind of half box? It's actually a box, but it's an information item. So at a point in the video, there'd be a text overlay that refers to something, okay? Just a remediation point or like to think about it type of situation. And the video will kind of pause right there. As I get to the question mark, notice that at the question mark, it asks me a question and it stops. So I've already set this up in the back end that says at this point, what have we learned? And so we have an automatic assessment right here, okay, built into it. So at the end of the video, you'll be able to see your right and wrong answers. Now, there's also a paid subscription to this, which is more dynamic, of course, but in the general sense, if I'm not using this as a formal assessment tool, this is a really good way of getting a quick, do they know it? Are they getting the point? And they know if they are too, because when they hit submit, they're like, yes, you got it right, or no, you got it wrong. So then they can rewind the video, come back to it, and do it again. If you pay for the subscription, you'd actually get right or wrong, like as a, like you would any other assessment program.
That's called Ed Puzzle, right?
Yeah, Ed Puzzle.
Ed Puzzle.
Yep. Okay. How many of you are actually creating video footage right now yourselves? You are? So for those of you, how many are you wanting to start creating video footage? All right, so here's one key that you really need to know is that there is a setting that's automatically set. By default, you can only upload a video that's 15 minutes or less, right? I'm going to tell you this, but I'm going to also preface this with never ever should you ever show a video longer than 15 minutes. Your students will be bored, right? So I'm showing this because of, remember we talked about editing it and trimming it and cutting it? That's why I'm showing you this. So I like to take a lot of footage. For instance, we'll do a project that'll take all class periods. So I will video the whole period and then upload the whole video to YouTube. Because once I have it there in my Creator Studio, all I do is drag and drop and trim. So now I can trim my hour video, 50-minute video, down to 2-minute segments, and I can emphasize what's going on, right? So the way we do that is there's a setting under our channel status and features that we can change, okay? And it says longer videos. All you do is click enable. It'll send you an email. You respond to the email with yes, and now you can upload longer than 15-minute videos, okay? That's one key. There's some really cool things here with thumbnails. And I also talk about like, here's our listed and private videos. So we can set that. And then live streaming. The other cool thing that we have are external annotations. The reason I talk about this is because if we want to have text over our video that links out back to another resource, I need to enable that. That's not by default, okay? But that's all in settings. Now, this format is a lot easier for you to look at. This is the old format. It doesn't look this way like this anymore, but it's still the same features. It actually looks like this, okay? And we have video editor here is enabled. Longer videos would be here, and right now probably for you is disabled. Click enable. It'll send you email. You click yes, and now you can send hour, 2 hour videos up there, and then bring them in and edit them. Right? Any questions? Good. All right.